Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today is Workout Wednesday and we are going through an upper body workout. So all things shoulders, core, back, arms, all that fun stuff. If that sounds good to you, find a little space to move. Let's get started, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Alrighty, you guys, let's get started in tabletop position. So finding your hands and your knees, spreading your fingers nice and wide, and just warming up through the spine here. So with an inhale, drop your belly, lift the chest and the chin, and exhale, rounding through the spine. Squeeze your belly button in as you draw your chin towards your collarbone. Take another inhale, drop the belly, lifting the chest, and exhale to round through the spine. Push into your palms, open up those shoulders. Let's do one more inhale. And exhale. As you come back to a nice flat back, just take your hips and rock them from side to side. Just loosening things up. Waking up the body or warming up the body. And then bringing your hips back to center, staying on the top of the feet if you can. We're just going to hover the knees slightly above the ground, above the mat. So I want you to fire up the core, draw the belly button back towards the spine. And as you push into the top of your feet, feel your quads engage as well. And push into the palms. Feel those shoulders start to activate, start to work a little bit. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down to the mat, tuck your toes under, and let's lift up into downward facing dog. So a few breaths here just to continue to warm up the body. You can take your dog for a nice little walk as you bend one knee and straighten the other. Feel free to get your hips involved, moving them kind of side to side. Just finding what feels the best for you and moving in that way. Awesome, you guys. And then you can bring those hips back through center. Take an inhale. Look between your hands and start to shift your weight forwards into a plank. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale into your plank. And exhale, downward dog. Let's do one more. Inhale into your high plank. And then pause here. You can drop to your knees if you'd like. You could even be on your forearms, taking a few moments in our plank. Draw the belly button in. Find your breath. And just settle in. Awesome job, you guys. If you want a little extra, you could take your right hand and just tap your left shoulder. Breathe, find the balance. Awesome, you guys. Bring that right hand down and try to tap the right shoulder with the left hand. Nice job, you guys. So strong. Release your left hand down towards the mat. Take an inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. So we're just going to find our forearms for a little dolphin. So you're on your forearms. We're going to walk our feet in just a little bit. So you're still in downward dog. You're just on your forearms. And you can walk your big toes together. And then you can just start to shift your weight forward a little bit and back. Getting into those shoulders here. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. So with those little rocks, let's just do a few more. Forwards and back. Feeling this all through those shoulders. So good. Awesome job, you guys. So we're just going to stay on our forearms for a little bit longer. But I want you to inhale your right foot up into the air. So kind of like a three-legged dog. But again, we're on our forearms. You're just going to settle in here. Find the breath. Activate through the core. Really feel those shoulders getting even warmer. Awesome job, you guys. Take one more inhale. And exhale, lower that right foot down. Let's go to the other side. Inhale the left foot up into the air. Breathe. Push into those forearms. Use your core strength. And take one more inhale. And exhale, lower that left foot down, drop your knees to the mat. Take the weight out of the arms and the shoulders for a second. Hopefully you need a little rest here. Just roll the shoulders back and down. And then your hands can come back to the mat, tabletop position. So all fours. We're going to tuck our toes under this time and do that little knee hover. So push into the palms. The knees are just barely above the floor. Draw the belly button back towards the spine. Awesome work, you guys. Finding the breath. Taking one more inhale. And as you exhale, just lift your knees all the way up for your downward facing dog. Just a few moments here. Take your dog for a little walk if you want it. Or find stillness. Whatever feels good for you right now. Awesome, you guys. Let's bring our big toes back together. So any wrist discomfort, find your forearms again like we did the first round. Dolphin with a leg in the air. Or stay on your palms with me for three-legged dog. So inhale your right foot up into the air. And just breathe. Finding the length through that leg that's in the air. So if it's bent, if the knee's bending, try and straighten the leg. Maybe you can even flex your foot and point those toes straight down towards the floor. They like to creep out to the side, but if you can point them straight down, give it a try. And then notice what that left heel is doing. Maybe you can encourage it just a little bit closer towards the mat. Breathe. Nice job, you guys. So with an inhale, we're just going to shift our weight forward into a plank, keeping that right foot up in the air. So just bring the shoulders forward a little bit. Nice job, you guys. Take one more inhale. And exhale, push it back, three-legged dog. Awesome. Just a few more breaths here. Keeping that lifted leg nice and strong. One more inhale. And exhale, lower your right foot down. Give those hips a little shake. And then inhale your left foot up. Three-legged dog. Softening those shoulders towards your thigh. Making that nice upside down V shape with your body. Just got one leg up in the air. And you're straightening that leg as much as you can. And trying to point those toes straight down towards the floor. Maybe you're getting a nice stretch through that right side. Breathing wherever you are. And then with an inhale, let's start to shift our weight into that plank. Hover that left foot above the ground if you can. Hold it here. One more inhale. And exhale. Lift that left foot back up. Downward facing dog with that left foot up in the air. Nice job, you guys. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Lower your left foot down. You can scooch those feet hip width apart. Take an inhale and shift your weight back into your high plank. Holding it here for a breath or two or more. You can take that right hand and tap your left shoulder. Hold it here. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Bring that right hand down. Tap that right shoulder this time. Awesome. So strong through the core, through those shoulders. Nice job, you guys. Bring that left hand down to the mat. Take another inhale. Exhale. Lower halfway for chaturanga or all the way to your mat. Use a big inhale. Push yourself up into a plank. Again, and exhale. Downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. Take another inhale. And exhale, lower your knees to the mat, untuck your toes, send your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. Rest your forehead, take a moment, slowing it down again. Whenever you're feeling good, you can just start to lift all the way back up. Finding tabletop, your hands and your knees. Slide those knees in so they're underneath your hips. Tucking your toes under. Inhale, lifting your knees off the mat for downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. So walk your big toes together. Inhale, your right foot up into the air. And as you exhale, look between your hands and send that right foot all the way to the top of your mat, finding a lunge. Awesome work, you guys. With an inhale, start to look forward. And exhale, plant your hands, step your front foot back into downward dog. Big toes are coming together. Inhale your left foot up. And exhale, send it through to the top of your mat. Find your lunge. Take one more breath in. And exhale, plant your hand, step that left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward into your plank. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale, push back up into high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. So we're just going to bring our feet out to the edges of the mat. So your hips are still nice and high. I want you pushing your shoulders and your chest back towards your legs. We're going to take a little bit of a twist. So your right hand can grab onto the outside of your, left hand, you guys, left hand. Grab onto the outside of the right leg or ankle, twisting a little bit, maybe looking underneath the right arm. And using an inhale, turning yourself back to face the front, bring that left hand to the top of your mat and just switch sides. So grabbing onto the outside of that left leg or that left ankle. Awesome work, you guys. Start to release that right hand back to the top of your mat. Walk your feet back together. Inhale, coming into your high plank. Holding it here again. This is our last one. Our last plank today, you guys. So take those little shoulder taps. Tap your left shoulder. Breathe. And drawing your belly button back towards your spine. Push into that left palm, or maybe you're on your forearms. Bringing that right hand down to the mat and switching sides. Tapping that right shoulder. Nice work, you guys. So bringing that left hand down to your mat. Take an inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, push yourself up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work, you guys. Taking another big breath here. And then slowly dropping your knees down to the mat again. Untuck the toes, finding child's pose. Reaching your arms above your head. Resting the forehead. Slowing down that breath. We're just going to lift our chest up just a little bit to slide the left arm underneath. Just a little bit of a stretch for that left shoulder. Dropping your head and your chest back down. And then if you want to take that right arm and just place it on the low back, maybe sliding your fingertips to the left hip crease kind of. And then slowly we're going to switch sides, so you can take that right arm back out in front of you. Lift the chest just enough to bring that right arm underneath. And then resting the head back down, maybe taking the left arm and just resting it on the low back. Beautiful, you guys. You can slowly start to bring your arms out from underneath you, behind you, resting your forehead back down on the mat one last time. Just scanning your body, noticing how those shoulders are feeling, how your core and your back are feeling. And then you can stay here a little bit longer if you'd like, or you can start to lift on up and find a comfy seated position, sitting cross-legged or however you'd like. Bringing your hands to your lap or to your knees. Take another inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Awesome job today, you guys. Bring your hands together at heart center. Have a really great day until we meet again. Namaste.